Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everybody out there in American Warrior Radio land. This is an important message, particularly around the holiday season, because experience has told us, as well as the wealth of psychologists that work with AVET Project, holidays can present some interesting problems for particularly veterans who are contemplating suicide. It's a difficult time of the year for a lot of people, and very stressful, I think, for all of us. We can agree on that. AVET Project wants to stop the suicide crisis. There's 22 veterans a day plus that are taking their own lives. Our awesome producer, John Lopez, and Real Kingdom Media produced the PSA that follows every episode of American Warrior Radio, and I encourage you to not just watch that, but share it. That's how we get the message out. You share it. We're going to talk just for a moment about the stresses and the incidents, the spike in incidences of suicide during the holiday season. It's got to stop, people. I always say, and it's very simple, and it's something you can report back to anybody, suicide is a permanent solution. You're not coming back from it. For a temporary problem, this too shall pass. Permanent solution to a temporary problem. Can we get that out there? Can we get people that have the gun in their hand or the rope around their neck to understand for just a moment tomorrow's going to be better? There's lots of programs out there, and I think the VA is doing a fairly decent job of providing information and resources to overcome this horrible crisis. And it is a crisis in our land. If you yourself are contemplating suicide, you think things are hopeless, things are dark, you're depressed, maybe you're overly anxious and you just can't get a grip, take a breath. We've also been schooled many times on the technique of breathing to change our outlook. I've been told by professionals that it does. Changes your focus instantly, because instead of worrying about the bills or a family crisis, maybe a marriage dissolving, a troublesome kid that you're dealing with, whatever it is, takes you out of that for just those few moments of time, because now all you're doing is focusing on inhaling, holding, and exhaling. And guess what else it does? It oxygenates your blood. It, like when we yawn, what's happening is our body is starved for oxygen, so it causes us to yawn, bringing in lots of air, holding it for a moment, and then exhaling. Same principle here. Please, people, there's support from others. You've heard it. Call your battle buddy. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, pick up the phone. Text is okay. And even the crisis line through the VA has a text option. That's fine. But pick up the phone. Person to person is really how we get things solved on a permanent basis. You got to support others. There's community opportunities for you to get involved. If you're feeling down in the dumps and things are not going well, guess how you can revive yourself real quick? Volunteer. Find something you're passionate about. Hey, AVET Project, we're always looking for volunteers. And jump in. There are organizations out there that are crying for volunteers. And what is it doing again? Changing your outlook. You're finding some self-worth. You're finding a reason to live by helping others. And I can't think of a better, that's biblical, okay? Treat others the way you want to be treated and get out there and do something. Even if it's walking around the block when you have these dark thoughts, do it. Get busy. Avoid alcohol and drugs. Those are things that are bad in most instances when you're in a dark place. To have a few drinks, maybe even get your buzz on, or have some marijuana, that's great. I have no issue with that. Don't use it as a tool to keep the darkness enveloping you. All right, so stay away from drugs and alcohol if you're having these thoughts. Know when to seek help. Again, this is a whole list of stuff. Just know when you're at your deep, dark place and things are not looking bright, there is hope. Tomorrow, God has tomorrow planned for you. So people, I'm just asking you during this holiday season, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everybody. Kiki says the same thing. This is Kiki, my wonder dog. She's my therapy dog. Okay, Kiki's she's a camera hog too. So listen, get out there, get involved, stay away from drugs and alcohol. Reach out if you're having issues or you know somebody that is. Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem. With that, I'm Garrencone with American Warrior Radio and AVET Project and AVET Appeals, wishing everybody the best in the coming year. Don't forget, thank AVET. Hi everyone, it's Garrencone with American Warrior Radio. I'm here with my good friend Christian. We're here to deliver a very important message about a crisis in our land.
Suicide prevention, more specifically, veteran suicide prevention.
22 a day are taking their own lives. This must stop. This can't continue. If you or someone you know is contemplating suicide, please know that God has tomorrow planned for you. Don't take your own life, and just remember, suicide is a permanent solution
to a temporary problem.